Before the stars blinked their first light, before the oceans danced, before time took its first breath, there was only one. And he was not alone. He was complete, in love, in power, in glory. And he spoke, not with lips, but with purpose. From the eternal silence, a thunderous whisper echoed, "Let there be light." And light, pure, radiant, bursting, exploded into existence. Darkness shrank back, like shadows fleeing from fire. Light didn't just reveal, it divided, it defined, it declared. Day and night were born. The clock began to tick. Creation had awakened. On the second day, he stretched out his hand, not in effort, but in design. The waters churned and rose like a wild orchestra, and from within them he carved a space, a vast breadth between above and below. He called it sky. The heavens stood tall like a dome of glass. Clouds learned to gather, winds learned to dance. He saw it, and he smiled. Day 3 came with rolling thunder and a playful twist. He said, "Let dry land appear." And like a shy child peeking out of hiding, land emerged from the depths. Mountains raised their heads. Valleys bowed low. And then he clothed the earth. With emeralds of grass, with blankets of moss, with trees that reached for the sky, and fruits sweet like first love. He wasn't done. He gave them seed, the power to create more of themselves. The earth was now alive, and it sang. He looked at the day and saw it needed a crown. So, on the 4th day, he sculpted the sun, a fiery king. Then he cradled the moon, gentle and glowing, a queen of the night. And just because he could, he flung stars across the sky like diamonds on black velvet. Thousands, millions, endless, each with a name, each with a place. Time now had rulers, sun for day, moon for night, and stories could now be written in the stars. The ocean stirred. He whispered to the sea, and life answered. Fins flashed, scales shimmered. The deep gave birth to whales, jellyfish, and creatures with more colors than the rainbow could imagine. And the sky, he filled it with wings. Birds that soared, sang, and circled above the trees. He blessed them, not just made them, but blessed them. Be fruitful, multiply, fill the sky, fill the sea. The world was gaining rhythm, harmony, and heartbeat. Then came the 6th day, the most delicate, dangerous, and divine of all. He called for creatures, lions, sheep, elephants, and ants. Some would roar, others would purr, each with a purpose, each with a place. But then, the Creator paused. He bent low, lower than the stars, lower than the clouds. He touched the dust. And with the tenderness of an artist and the passion of a father, he formed man. But this creature was not like the others. This one would carry his image. Not just hands and feet, but will, wonder, and the whisper of eternity. He leaned in and breathed. Life entered man like a spark lighting a soul. Eyes opened, heartbeat thudded. Man stood, not as a mistake, but as a masterpiece. Later, from the man's side, he formed woman, equal, radiant, wild, and wise. Together they would walk with him, rule the earth, name the animals, and write the story of humanity. On the 7th day, he did something surprising. He rested, not because he was tired, but because everything was good, finished, whole. And so he blessed the 7th day. He made it holy, a day of stillness, of reflection, of joy. It wasn't a pause. It was a celebration. And so from nothing came everything. From a voice came a universe. From dust came a man. From love came the world. And over all of it, the Creator looked and said, "It is very good." The stars still remember. The earth still echoes it. And deep in your soul, maybe you remember too. Let's take a moment to reflect on this powerful narrative about creation. What are your thoughts after listening to this timeless tale? Let's discuss. Here are some thought-provoking questions to get us started. How does this account of creation compare to any creation stories you've heard or know? What stands out to you the most? Perhaps it's the artistry involved, the power of the creator, or even the uniqueness of humanity's creation. Feel free to share any insights or connections you make in the comments section below. Your thoughts might resonate with someone else who's listening or watching. So let's engage in a meaningful conversation inspired by this wonderful story. Thank you for being here. If you enjoyed this experience, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more. Your support means a lot to us.